is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Whiteside is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Brogdon in at the point. Now here's DeRozan. Shoots over Warren. DeRozan's shot is good. Opening day, Steve, for some teams it's a fresh start. And for others it's the first step towards settling unfinished business, taking care of what they didn't do the previous season.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. I think those teams that came very close to maybe winning a championship or being there, those are the guys that are hungry. Those are the organization. They are chomping at the bit to start the season.
Now here is Lowry after T.J. Warren's miss. 6 on the shot clock. Tries it from 19, and it's in there.
One of the best mid-range shooters in the NBA, DeMar DeRozan, makes a living from this spot.
Blocked in the pass to Oladipo. We play just over a minute here in the first. And the rejection by Ibaka. Outside DeRozan. Sabonis trying to get open. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Davis.
Right in the teeth of that defense, DeRozan explosive through contact.
Blocked in the pass to Parker. Here's the pass to Oladipo. Makes it off the glass.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Raptors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. With the floater, out of hand on it. Davis against Brogdon. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against and he was undeterred.
Now here's Lowry. Boy, he was something else against Utah. For the 3. He's off on that one. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Oladipo against Lowry. Back to Oladipo. Floats one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
You know, fouling Whiteside in there used to be a good strategy. Not anymore. He's improved his free throw shooting quite a bit.
He might not be blocking portions of the game anymore, but Hassan Whiteside's still a factor in the paint defensively.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good, Whiteside. And with Whiteside, his size and length set him apart from others defensively. Greg, even at the center position.
You just can't ignore the reach and coverage that Whiteside has when he's in the paint. Even though the block numbers aren't what they once were, the amount of shots he changes is still very high.
And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last few years, Greg, it seems like his production has come back down a bit.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2016.
Oh, wow!
That was nice. Incredible leaper, explosive finisher, DeRozan with one of his acrobatic dunks.
Oladipo outside. Not going to go that time. And Toronto will come the other way. Last time they met was in Toronto.
At the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
They wreaked havoc on the defensive end and really held the pace of the game in their favor for the entire game.
Let's go. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Raptors. Oh, he blocked it. The flips off the backboard. Down low. Here's Oladipo. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Oladipo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Lowry. Good D by Brogdon.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Count that one.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Davis looking for an opening. Passes it to DeRozan. Five on the clock.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league. DeRozan's most striking work has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game. And he makes the first.
The 9th pick in 2009, DeRozan was part of a great draft class. Griffin, Harden, and Curry, all included.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. It's good. Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he used it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Now the Pacers with it. They're on a 14-5 run. Okafor, and then Okafor slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. If it counts. And that's now 11 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Back to McConnell. He feeds it to McDermott. Buries it down low.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Raptors trail by 5. Outside Lowry. 1:31 left here in the first quarter. And the layup is good. Lowry's got his second bucket of the night.
Unafraid to challenge you inside. Lowry's a scoring threat on all 3 levels.
Bounce pass from McConnell. Here's Okafor. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Outside, DeRozan. Doesn't go that time. Indiana leading by 5. Outside Holiday. Pass to McConnell. Indiana needs to get a shot on. Here's Turner. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Here's DeRozan. Uses the glass to finish the layup. DeRozan's got 13 points.
And how about 6 of 8 with that one? And there is no slowing down this young man.
Now, here's McConnell. He's tightly guarded. Okafor with the ball. Over Gasol. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And so it's the Indiana Pacers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more in store for you. Marc Gasol so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot of
just fun. You see more fans on the stand.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
So for Toronto right now, they've got Thomas, also Lowry out there. Marc Gasol is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Boucher in at the power forward.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that. The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. Back to Lowry. Thomas against Howard. Feeds it to Gasol. Over Okafor. The Pacer lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Marc Gasol. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. You talk about the defensive IQ, Smitty, for the Raptors. Where does that reveal itself?
For me, Kevin, their rotations. They are able to send help, double teams, and still recover and get out to shooters.
Holiday with the three. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Number 1, Miles Turner.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
And the shot goes in. Okafor's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pacers. The Raptors shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. And Okafor with the block. And Chen shot. They recover it. Boucher.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Holiday looking over the floor. Pass to Okafor. And it's blocked. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's McConnell. Dishes it to Okafor. The rebound by Gasol.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Jabari Parker's checked in for Okafor. T.J. Warren comes in for Doug McDermott. Oladipo, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. And Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Raptors trail by 8. And in recent seasons, we've seen Serge Ibaka involved in some extracurriculars. Get a little chippy out there.
Yes, indeed. Last season, he had a 3-game suspension. Penalties can escalate for repeat offenders. Something he's got to be aware of.
Davis, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. It's Thomas outside. The shot, no good.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
Davis against Brogdon. Ibaka outside. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Stretching the floor for Ibaka. This shot's become second nature.
The shot by Turner, no good. For the Pacers, they come in off a loss to Boston. Now the pass to Davis. Ibaka, no luck. Indiana leading by 7. Oladipo, the pass to Parker, and the basket is good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Whiteside's checked in for Turner. And Toronto also making a switch. DeRozan's checked in. The Pacers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Davis with it. Ogden picks him up. And Whiteside sends it back.
Be careful. Whiteside is the ultimate rim protector.
Offensive rebound. Oladipo misses.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
High, arcing shot, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside.
And checking out the stats for DeRozan, coming off a terrific season, put up about 21 points a game, 6 assists and 6 rebounds. But to have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
It's deflected. Launches it. The Pacers pull it in. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound in this one. Warren kicks to Brogdon. There's the feed to Parker. He dishes it to Oladipo. Just 5 on the clock. Connects from 3-point range. Oladipo's got the lead up to 13 now for Indiana.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
DeRozan, and it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Oladipo with the ball. Sabonis defending. Passes it to Whiteside. Over Thomas. And Whiteside with the basket on the assist by Oladipo. And the Pacers lead by 15. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Raptors. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the 2nd overall pick, which he was back in 2013, startup is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
Pacers leading by 15. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Brogdon the pass to Whiteside. It's stolen by Davis. Pass break. Here come the Raptors. DeRozan leading the charge. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Pass to Whiteside. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Whiteside's got 6.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the back.
3 seconds separate the shot clock in game. And it's blocked by Whiteside. So both teams changing it up here. The Raptors shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Oh, from the Republic of Congo, Serge Ibaka to Kembe Mutombo and Bismack Biyombo. A lot of big man talent.
McConnell scanning the floor. The tray. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Indiana up by a dozen here at the end of... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with... So it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They are leading by 12. How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
You know what, Ernie, I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
Looking at Toronto, Kenny, your thoughts?
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling, like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the boards. That's a hustle stat.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Pacers. Brogdon and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Parker out there with Whiteside, and it's Warren in at the small forward.
I just love that effort by Hassan Whiteside. Focused, and he's a huge threat to score off the miss.
Outside Lowry. And Ibaka kicks to Davis. It's stolen by Oladipo. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
Lowry passes to Sabonis. DeRozan trying to get open. Sabonis with the bucket. Smitty, every team has its leaders, either official or unofficial. What's expected, in your opinion, out of a team captain?
Well, I think leadership, also have the same, voice of the coaching staff and organization, and also the voice of winning. I think if you have a leader that can do that, sometimes that leader's vocal, sometimes that leader leads by example, but you usually know who that is.
Raptors trail by 16. And here's DeRozan. 15 points in the game. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Pacers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And the shot by Warren, no good.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto last season, Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. He has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Outside DeRozan. No good on that one. Nice D from Oladipo.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
You talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Pacers. Then for the Raptors, Boucher is checked in. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Davis. And they'll keep possession. Here's Brogdon. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And Warren, here we go. Back to Brogdon. Shot clock at 6. Over Sabonis. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning coach of the year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief, determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
Now here's Lowry. He's covered by McConnell. Pacers leading by 14. Holiday with the three. Gasol with the rebound. Holiday against DeRozan. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got his 6th rebound on the night. McDermott dishes to Holiday. Bounce pass from McConnell. Here's Okafor. Boucher with the rebound. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Here's DeRozan. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And he only 1 of 5 this quarter. He's in a little bit of a slump, but it looks like he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. On the wing, Turner. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Turner's got his 2nd bucket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's DeRozan. Pacers with the rebound. Okafor's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And they converted last on attempt number 3. Turner's got 4 points this quarter. Raptors trail by 15. Outside DeRozan. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. DeRozan's got 20.
He's on a roll. Can't let DeRozan get into rhythm. He will torch you all night.
Pass to Holiday. 11 feet away. An offensive rebound. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Here's DeRozan, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. And third, the Pacers.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
That free throw, no good. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Indiana. The Raptors also with a sub. Thomas checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And the second free throw, good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Pacers lead by 14.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
DeRozan against Oladipo. It's stolen by Oladipo. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Sometimes that's the call. You want to be unselfish, but even more so, you want to be effective.
Pacers leading by 16. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals and 13 tries.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lowry looking around. Boucher kicks to Gasol. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes back up. And Okafor with the block. Here's Here's Oladipo. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Oladipo's got 17 now.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted.
Victor Oladipo getting it done for the Indiana Pacers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action after this word. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. DeRozan and Ibaka are the forward pairing. Thomas is out there with Davis. And it's Gasol at the center, locking down the middle.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. The pass to Thomas. Steve, you know, there is some hostility we're finding between the media, some teams and players, boycotting of certain journalists. Coach Steve Kerr said it's a dangerous situation. What's your view?
You know, I think it is from a standpoint of from a players and organization with the media, but I think also the media, somebody's going to have to police those guys as well.
Look at that.
Nice.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. DeRozan on the wing. Outside Gasol. Thomas feeling it out a bit. Over Warren. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Toronto calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Indiana. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for T.J. McConnell. Raptors also changing it up. Sabonis comes in for Marc Gasol. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Thomas. Inside, Brogdon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, guys, Brogdon not a player that turns heads, but man, is he an efficient threat on the floor.
And he's been a great three-point shooter really since his rookie year. His field goal percentage continues to climb and has evolved into one of the best free throw shooters in the game. And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. The Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
And he makes both free throws.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
To the middle, they need this. Oladipo with the block. Here's Brogdon, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. With the teardrop, Oladipo misses.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Here's Sabonis, and they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Passes to Oladipo. Pass to Sampson. Here's Bitadze. Oladipo, the pass to Sampson. Takes the three. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got his third assist on the night. The Raptors have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Johnson outside. Pass to Sabonis. From 10 feet out. Count that one. The Pacers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Brogdon outside. Up top, Oladipo. Bellinelli is covering. And there's the pass to Brogdon. No good on the triple. Toronto shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. They get it back. Johnson kicks to Bellinelli. Kicks it out to Johnson. No good with the triple. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Toronto's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to McCaw. And here is Bellinelli. Here's Sabonis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you look at per minute production, you can make a strong case that Domantas Sabonis at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Sabonis having to spend some time at the power forward spot in today's game, Greg. He's pretty big for that position.
I mean, 6'11", 240. He's gotten leaner, done some yoga, worked on strengthening those hips, looking to stay mobile. And that ought to serve him whichever position he plays.
And here's Brogdon from the arc.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Pass to Bitadze. Over Ibaka. Toronto grabs the miss. Gonzalez Jefferson gets in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Brogdon the pass to Bitadze. Fader on the way. And yes, it's good.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Lowry kicks to Sabonis. The shot misses, and the call will be against Sabonis. That's his first foul. The Pacers making a change here. McConnell's checked in. Indiana leading by 23. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bitadze. Lock at 6. Now here's McConnell. He's guarded closer. Basket good.
And as we head to the final final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Pacers.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Victor Oladipo.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was the catalyst tonight.
Johnson surveying the floor. Takes the 13-footer. That misses off the back. Here's Bitadze.
Malaki balik na. Hindi man pera balik. Kasi yan naman.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, looks like you're getting back in stride. And you...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
Maybe. Two blocks, 3 blocks. 3. Maganda. Oh, gusto nga ako maganda. Wala ka. Saan na? Sana all masaya. Ikaw nga yung kanina eh. Ikaw nga yun eh. Hindi lang siya. Sabi ko, tawag ako. Okay. Ang sagot. Okay, babe. Ha? Okay, babe. Yay! Mama. Yes! Yan. Tawag ba? Hindi, joke lang. Ano yung nagbibira niya tayo lagi? Parang feeling ko biro lang. So, alam biro lang ulit ha. Ba? Balo ka ba? Hindi biro yan, pre. Hindi biro yun. Ito na yun, pre. Ito yung gano'n. Mahalin ako. Yun, mahalin. Yeah, worth it. Yan. Parang yung ano, sino ba yung nagpa-ayos ng mata? Parang yung babae yung mata niya, yung eyeball, yung itim ng mata niya, tuldok lang itim. Maliit na itim nila. Ha? Wala na.
the Knicks. They've got Barrett. Harkless is out there with Portis. Then there's Towns, and it's Graham in at the point guard position. And for the Heat, Iguodala out there with Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Horford. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. Now here's Dragic over Harkless. Drops it in from 14 feet away. And in tonight's game, pride definitely brought at stake when you were with the Spurs. Or any of the teams, talk about some of the epic conference rivalries you played in.
Well, I always go back to playing against the Phoenix Suns in the 7 seconds or less Steve Nash-led teams along with Amari Stoudemire. Mike D'Antoni was introducing to the game back in 2005, 2006, which, by the way, Kevin, everybody's doing now.
Right.
But tremendous talent on the court at that time, tremendous disparity in style of play, and watching Steve Nash during MVP years trying to conduct his team against the vaunted Spurs. Fantastic, incredibly competitive match.
And a lot of speed. I mean, it was eye-opening to watch.
And it was the Spurs trying to catch up. So how are we going to do the rock'em sock'em game against the 7 seconds or less? It's kind of took care of it.
And it goes down 2 points.
He fights through some aggressive defense. Iguodala using those broad shoulders, not taking no for an answer.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Graham. Here's Towns. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Pass to Adebayo. To the paint. Horford's shot is good.
Weight room paying off, absorb the contact, and finding a way to get it done there.
Passes it to Towns. And Jones pulls it down.
So far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
And that one, good. Iguodala's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Graham with the ball. He's guarded by Dragic. Outside Portis, just 5 to shoot. And it's Graham missing. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. On the wing, Jones, defended by Harkless. Another shot. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by Jones. And that's now 6 points for Andre Iguodala. Here's Graham. He's guarded by Dragic. Graham dishes to Barrett. Portis kicks to Graham. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Huh?
And that one falls for Graham.
Paluan na to, gusto mo? Kani naman dito. Ang normal na ito yun. Dito. Sa akin, di ba? Sa akin. Tapos, patingin ka dito sa baba. Dito sa side na to. Dito.
So we get some both.
Well, the big story from the Knicks last season was the surprise trade that sent Porzingis to Dallas. Shook up the entire roster.
Well, never easy to trade a franchise player, but there was some rumblings that maybe Porzingis was not going to stay there long term. And a surprise deal made last year as Porzingis exited New York for Dallas. So the next opportunity for them was draft and free agency, and to try to get as flexible as they possibly could be for the next few years.
Now here's Iguodala. He's got 6. Pass to Adebayo. It's good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Towns. And that Garland's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Towns is doubled. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
Take a break. Take a break. Good shot.
First free throw is good. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable 3-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Turner passes to Towns. And the pass to Gibson. Shoots over Powell. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Working on the inside, Taj Gibson goes to it. Tremendous at imposing his will down there.
T kicks to Curry. And another basket for Miami.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Turner inside. T covering. It's deflected. Upside Curry. And Curry throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And it's denied. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Adebayo throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And one issue for the Heat for years now, inefficient shooting.
Well, young players are learning how to defend, so you need to do that first. But if you can't go down on the offensive end and you can't find ways to dig out of holes by shooting the basketball, you get down 10 or 12 points. Defense sometimes isn't enough. They've been the bottom third in points scored for quite a while.
The Knicks making a switch here. Ellington's checked in with the fadeaway. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Heat leading by 13. Curry wide open, but they get it back. And Adebayo throws it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Here's Layman. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Here's T. And that one is off. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Turner with it. Picked up by T. Layman gets the bucket.
It's an unselfish play. Evan Turner with eyes up and delivers.
And here's Curry who brings it up for the Miami Heat. 10-point lead. Adebayo controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Left side Gibson releases from 15. And it's Miami with the rebound. Teague left side. Pass to Bielitsa. Here's Teague. Lets it go with the three. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Miami ahead, up by 12. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena.
Patience is the key.
One of the most high-powered scorers in the game, Karl Anthony Towns, knows it's important to keep his teammates involved.
You know, everyone has to get some of the sugar, you know, so making sure you're not just being a ball hog. So I'm just always trying to make sure that I'm taking wide open shots that I think everyone on the team would love for me to take if I have the opportunity. But also at the end of the day, making sure everyone gets a chance to be a candy shot.
Well, when you're attracting, Greg, all that defensive attention, it creates opportunities for your teammates.
And Towns wants to win big. To do that, though, it's not enough to get numbers. You've got to make your teammates better as well.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
They've got out of Byer. Dwight Powell is out there with Bielitsa. Then it's Curry. And it's Teague in at the point. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Turner. No points in the game yet for him. Six to shoot. Great D that time from Teague.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss. I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Here's Gibson. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel.
And let's quickly take a look at some stats for Teague. A very nice season for him last year. He was around 12 points per game last year. 8 assists and 2 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
Al Horford, he's checked in for Miami.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now here's Gibson. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Turner passes to Graham. And they get it. And the three ball is good. Graham's got 5.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Curry. The rebound by Gibson.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Plenty of games still ahead, Brent. Some discussion about shortening the regular season. I think that's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Would you like to see it happen?
I like there's some percolating ideas out there that it might, and the idea of a 70-game season to me, it sounds really healthy. It sounds healthy for the players.
Healthy's a great word to use.
It sounds healthy for the coaching staff. It sounds healthy for the league, and it sounds healthy for the competition that you're going to get. Those 70 games, that means some elevated play throughout the course of a regular season.
That's a great number. Here's Graham. After the made shot from Goran Dragic. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. But not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And so here is New York after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. From outside the arc, good on the triple. He's got 8.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Now here's Dragic. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. Here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
And with this kind of momentum behind him, Barrett, a terror. Love seeing him hammer it home.
Dragic dishes to Iguodala. He kicks to Horford. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Green. He's got 8. Rebound by Bielitsa.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Knicks trail by 17. Here's Barrett, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Goran Dragic.
And have to admire how hard Barrett goes. This kind of assertiveness is what makes defenders feel uneasy.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Born in Toronto, Barrett joins a talented group of Canadians who have entered the NBA ranks.
Kumain na ba to? Kumain ka na kanin? Hindi pa yata siya kumain daw. Ha? Hindi pa rin siya kumain.
Good on both. And bird rights an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or 2. And after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the coach.
Here's Dragic. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Well, his mind is always in the attack mode. Every time he gets a chance to run in transition, that's where he makes his best choices.
Outside, Towns. Unloads from 9, and the rejection by Iguodala. And it's Dragic off the drive. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Dragic has got 10 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Graham, the pass to Harkness. Graham with the ball. This is it to Portis. Shoots over Dragic, and the Knicks miss again.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Barrett, no good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Towns comes with a double team. Dragic finds Horford. Shoots over Towns, and that one goes long. And so Graham will bring it up for New York. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now, here's Portis. 20 points for him last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Let's us not forget about the work on the glass, Kevin. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Iguodala's drive, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. 10 points for Iguodala.
That's something Iguodala would like to do just about every time. A good scorer around the rim.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Miami did not hesitate to set the pace. They put together the kind of powerful run that every team would love to have, 10-2 off the tip. At the end of one, they were still firmly in control, up by 12. At the tail end of quarter number 2, everything was clicking for them as they closed out the half on a 10-2 run. Kenny, let's start with you. What you think about the Heat?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets in volume. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a tractor.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. Look at the field goal percentage against them. This tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, right? Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you look at Adebayo, what a contribution.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And New York, looking at who they've got. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Portis. Then it's Barrett. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Graham in at the point guard. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. For Graham. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Heat leading by 21. Dragic left side. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Well, you watch Goran Dragic play, and he's so deceptive with his movement, both on and off the ball.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why, Kevin, is the change of speeds. I also add the fact that guys who can handle the ball and are crafty and are left-handed, boy, it's tough on a nightly basis to change up your mindset to guard a guy who you know is going to go left all the time as opposed to right. Trust me, in practice, I had to do that with Manu Ginobili a ton of time in San Antonio. Dragic similar, great use of speed change.
Now here's Dragic after the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. Count it. Dragic has got 14.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Harkless. 5 to shoot. Portis. Harkless finds Portis, and the layup's good off the glass. That's now 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
It would take some very special defense to stop him once he gets that close to the bucket, and they weren't special that time.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 14. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got rebound number 8 now on the night. The pass to Harkless to the middle, and the dunk by Towns.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Dragic taking his time here. In the corner, Horford with it. And that's good. It's Dragic with the assist. He's got 10.
Teammates love that. When Horford is looking to shoot fast, it makes the offense look dangerous.
New York calls timeout.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
A different look for Miami. Dwight Powell's checked in for Horford. Seth Curry comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Teague in for Goran Dragic. Now here's Towns. He's got 10. Turner finds Gibson. Pass to Towns. Over Adebayo. No good off the back of the rim. Well, you look at the career of Dragic. Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Ellington the pass to Turner. Here's Towns. Kept alive. Here's Gibson. Powell with the steal. That's the Heat on the break. Curry leading the charge.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now here's Turner. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. He feeds it to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And so Curry will bring it up for Miami. Outside Teague from past the arc. That doesn't go in either for Teague.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Ellington with it. Inside Towns. And Turner kicks to Ellington. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Ellington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Teague bounce pass. On its way from Curry for 2. Can't hit that one. And New York will come the other way. Pass to Ellington. Pass to Gibson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Turner. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Gibson. Gibson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Gibson using his body on the boards. He's great at using his timing to leap up and collect a second chance.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Right, with offensive rebounding, which players can you count on to create second chance opportunities every game they play?
Well, Giannis in Milwaukee does a pretty good job with his length, grabbing boards and being able to go back in and cause some problems for the defense. Rudy Gobert is always around the rim, both defensively and offensively. DeAndre Jordan did that for years, so it'll be interesting to see if he can continue their role down there to be a putback and a stick back.
Now, Bielitsa. Jeff Teague missing from long range. From downtown, Miami with a new 14. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Tuesday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Boston Celtics.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. New York's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Adebayo against Towns. It's hauled in by the Heat. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now here's Turner. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And he banks in the layup.
Turner does a good job of just winding his way and burrowing to the rim. Good job finishing down low.
Up top, Curry. He's guarded by Bullock. Curry passes to Adebayo, and he gets the bucket.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And some changes here for the Heat. Horford comes in for Dwight Powell, and it's Dragic in for Jeff Teague. Free throw good, Adebayo.
Well, the Knicks had a lot of turnover trading for expiring contracts. They did what they could to accommodate the wishes of a lot of vets.
And the problem right now for the Knicks is they're not inviting to a lot of free agents, and that's really where they're trying to make their play. So fascinating over the course of the past decade that New York has not been able to attract the top-tier talent. So building through the draft, Coach Fizdale hopeful that they'll land a star one way or another.
Here's Curry following the score by Taj Gibson. Shot clock at 6, and the shot goes down. Curry's got 9 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And that one is good.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Floats one up. He takes it up and lays it in. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
And there's the feed to Towns. 3 seconds left. He can't hit that time. And so it's the Miami Heat finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be back with you shortly. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Heat. They've got Horford. Iguodala out there with Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Bielitsa in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. So it's the Knicks now. After the miss from Goran Dragic.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there. How about a few tricks still left up the Andre Iguodala's sleeve? Incredible at taking his time that time, but still getting to the rim.
Graham with the ball. He's guarded by Dragic. Outside Portis. No good from outside. The Heat shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. And Bielitsa kicks to Dragic. Iguodala dishes to Dragic. Lock at 6. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists now in this one. New York's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Bullock passes to Graham. Outside Portis. Kicks to Graham. Shot clock at 5. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Bielitsa. Now here's Iguodala. Defense right on him. Here's Horford. Here's Adebayo. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Iguodala dishes to Horford. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet. Iguodala's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Graham, right wing. The pass to Bullock. And here's Barrett. Misses, and the dry spell continues. And Bjelica has it in the corner. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Dragic. And Harkless pulls it down. The Knicks have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the 4th quarter underway. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. I often hear about players talk about their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that really have, the favorite shooting spot?
Most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately in any given possession, the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is when that player has the ball there, everybody else knows what to do. Right. Like the player knows what he's going to do, right, Kevin? Because he's the star player. But everybody around gets comfortable with the options and where it is that he goes. If he goes right, if I slide right, I'm going to get the 3. If he goes left, he's spinning back. I might move towards the top of the key. So the familiarity of not just the player, but the players around the player, that's where you can make it happen.
That's interesting. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Brent, when we talk about home court advantage, do you feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team that has been together for a long time and has proven that they can take their wares on the road and come home with a victory. But it absolutely gives you a level of comfort as a player to get into your routine, to be at a place that seems familiar. Something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home.
And so here is New York following the 3 by Miami. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Good ball movement here by Miami. Teague, the pass to Hero. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on R.J. Barrett. And the first one at the line is good.